How to feed your petroleum gas is a challenge. Makes a lot of sense for this to go in completely the opposite direction here. I'm designing a blue speed module mini factory. No, that doesn't quite work, does it? I got no way for that to work here without screwing up everything. Yeah, I'm toying with things. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I can't do that, can I? No way to get the acid out. Well, it's kind of disgusting, but it does kind of work. Rather neatly packages it. Made an RCU blueprint, bit large. Goes from circuits straight to RCUs, and it makes about 100 RCUs a second. A second? Most people count things by minutes, Bob. Jay, that's a good idea. Why don't I put that in the middle and have it direct feed? I was trying to keep the semblance of what I had in the other places, but that does save me a bit of belt work because I don't need it to carry on anywhere. Stop connecting like that, you twit. I seem to have lost something here. I lost the piece that was supposed to make the fuel. There it is. Now I want to put it the other way. But you can't flip things with chemical plants even if you're flipping them upside down. Which is total bullcrap.
SMS received.
Blueprints flip and turn. Yeah, I'm aware of that mod. It's just that it does break everything. I mean, like in this case, it would break everything. And for some reason, my chat is not scrolling correctly. But I'll move this and do it this way. Then I'm sure I'll have another problem somewhere else. Yeah, Jay, that's a good plan. Good plan. I'm hopeful this will be translatable to what I'm doing here. And not be too much of a headache. Yeah, that doesn't look good. It's not looking good at all. This part, no big deal. This part, bit of a challenge. That would have to go there. And that water just isn't going to work for me. This would have to go here. What are you carrying? You're carrying yellow, and you're carrying yellow. Back to here. Hi, llama boy. Well, that works, but it is one taller. Technically not. While I could put it here, I no longer want to. Now I want to put it here. This is the original. which just barely doesn't fit. Kind of a bummer. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I was watching Mac earlier, and he rated I can't remember who he rated, but then he rated Raz. I think it was Doe. Oh, Zemo, yeah. And then Zemo rated Raz. Now Raz has rated Rand, maybe. Which FTL is a great game, but I took out the enemy so that I could just play the game. And then if Lycum is around, there's somebody else playing Graveyard Keeper. As well as Willow. I know I'm supposed to be doing some coding today, but I'm probably not going to get to it. I'd rather work on this. Of course, the fact that you still have red and green wires is disturbing. Thought I had gotten rid of that all of my old blueprints already. Why the heck do you have red and green wires? And how did you get there? Did I like lay over top of something else that had connections on it? It's annoying. All right. Well, if I do that, then I'm going to get this here, which means that I'm going to... Oh, that barely fits. How beautiful is that? Not you, but you. So that's covered. And then that's covered. And then this doesn't even come close to fitting. But if I do that, it fits. And that will cover the train refueling. And this will get acid out here. Oh, I wanted a storage tank with acid. Apparently not going to happen because I don't have power. Not going to screw around with it. Don't need it, but I want it there so that I can see that it connects. Seeing as I've got the space, I might as well consider putting this like this. And then taking these two and these two and doing a smash. Becky. Ooh. I wonder if I could do one of Mango's merges. I'd have to find one. That's not it. I don't think I have one anymore. Doesn't look like it. I don't do things that way anymore. Bummer. I could take the 6x6 and cut it down. Except for I don't even do a 6x6 anymore, do I? Just this one. And that would actually be kind of challenging to fit it in there, but we'd be taking so much blackmail. It's going to get me banned. YouTube is not going to like this video. Tammy, you want to see the map? Why, just look at the globe. Also, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I started in Madrid, had this tiny little base like this. Hi. That, you know, barely got by, but did its job to get me belts, mostly just belts and some research. And then I built a ore-based base that has stuff on the outside and intermediates in the middle. And that got me bots, a belt-based solution that got me to bots. And then once I got bots, I started building in Prague, and I built a train-based setup that has the same concept, but it relies on smelting array. So there's this smelting array that gets stuff delivered to it, and it smelts things. And then those plates get taken here, and I have a hybrid setup here that puts things on belts for a little while and then delivers them here so that bots have very little travel time. I use these things called production stacks that they build things and then they spit them out. Then they collect them all in these chests on the end cap. And I like it. And I have various trains for building things. And I've decided that my research center is going to go in BAM. So it's been skeletoned out like that. And I am building the science for it here. And I'm building a dedicated smelting setup here. And in the process of doing this, I was building this over here. And realized that I didn't have enough speed module production capability. So I started designing a mini factory that all it does is make speed modules. So this whole thing you see right here, its whole purpose is so that these two machines can run flat out. So yeah, 319 machines, so two machines can run full, plus 60 chem plants and 27 refineries. It's kind of nuts. And now I'm just trying to figure out how to package it and route it. So this is a 2-input, 4-output blender. Not really a balancer. Although I don't really have room to use this thing. No, Bob, what he really means is 59 kilometers because everything in Aussie land is upside down. And by the way, that's metric kilometers an hour versus imperial kilometers an hour. Ugh. That's loud. Alright, so there's not enough room to do what I want, because I need to be able to bring in 4 belts of copper. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So this is too short, or in the wrong spot. Plus I need to bring green belts in there. And then getting the green belts in here is going to be a bit more of a challenge. I could move this down here 1 and then slide the green belts in there. Slide them into your DMs. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot. Hey, McIntyre. Welcome. Yeah. No, Bob, I don't think they're up anymore. I think they're down now. They've fallen into the ocean somewhere. They're down there by flights 570. Or whatever it was. Hey, McIntyre, I wanted to tell you that watching you do the speed run has got me intrigued to do it. Not because I want to go faster, that I think I can, win some competition, but because watching you play it, you make it look fun. You make it look like a challenge I could handle. Yeah, I'll probably have to have you teach me how to set it up and stuff, because I think you do some stuff, because I don't get to catch the beginning of your runs, but I think you do some stuff to reset. Well, I watched you stand in front of a frickin' train, dude. What the heck was that? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm gonna go stand on this track. I heard the ding. It must be coming. Death. Also, it was moving. It was moving. Hi, West dude. I know he wanted the achievement, but he also got a face full of splat. Llama Boy, how many tiles did you replace? Not that train. Some trains you can't stop. Yeah, I don't know that I want to be serious about it. I just want the experience of figuring out the blueprint to see if I could enjoy that. Also, Derek, are you going to set on one hair color, or are you just going to keep changing them as the months go by? Because that shit's bright today, bro. Alright, so I'm trying to build a blue speed module build, and I've got most of the pieces in place.
SMS received.
Okay. Homelander. I don't know that I know that reference. So this has to be way over here, which leaves me with some gapping, but I don't think I care. But I need to get coal in here. Ah, I tried to watch The Boys. But I just can't get into a series. I just can't. So I'm gonna get coal in here. Because there ain't no way it's fitting there. I could run it all the way up and all the way over. Or I could run it through right here. Yeah. I'd have to run... How much coal are you going to need? Not that much. It needs 8/10 of a belt of coal, so I could bring it in on one. Now, this is where petrol gas is supposed to come in here too, but petrol could come in at this top because who cares where the petrol comes in. And then the coal could come here. Well, not really. I'd have to move it. So if I bring the coal here, I'd have to move all this up one. So I could get it to fit. I would have to bring this gas in from up above, because to get it to fit, I'd have to split it to do this, split it to do that. And I can't tell you how much I dislike doing what I'm doing right now. Not there, here. That's probably fine. This is the petroleum here. I can assure you I'd rather these went the other way, which is what I'm probably gonna do. Because there's no reason that they need to stay this way. Because then I can get the old pumperoo pumping. All right, do I have all the pieces in place and am I okay with that? No, I'm not. I'm not really loving this. I'm not really loving this mini factory at all. Just so we're on board with that. I don't like this thing. Huge use of space that I don't like using. It's not neat. It's not a nice collection. It sticks out in places where it shouldn't. It's like putting on a swimsuit that you haven't worn in many years and things are just out of place. Not in a good way. I like this about as much as I like them, which ain't saying much. Doesn't matter, he's not listening anymore. The heck with performance. I like the way this looks better. Okay, to feed this, we are going to need to bring petrol gas down here. And we are going to need this petrol gas right there. Oh, sorry, that's acid in here. And I didn't really leave room for acid to come in here. And I might, faceless. Might do the thing that I normally don't do, which is to run this backwards. But this design suggested by Jay might work better for this than that. Except for that's oil, and that's not what I want. It's this. So what difference does it make, really? Where can I squeeze a pump in? Obviously, I can't put this on this side and still feed it. I don't want to put it here, although I could. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Long way, no, it was like him I was making fun of. That's not going to work. All good. Thanks for the update. Never know when that might be helpful. Alright, so if this gets moved... I don't see any other way to do this. Oh. Oh, look, Zendros is damaged. Of course, the real question is, why are you even here? I mean, that ran low. But it shouldn't have requested you unless it had room. Of course, this might be using an older design. I mean, it would still check out, but it's an older design. Yeah, if it's less than 8,000. Oh, those chests might be capped. $1,000. That should allow you to fully unload, and then the next time it shows up. And then you won't be here to yell at me about how you need repairs. Then again, if you didn't piss me off in the first place, your train wouldn't have gotten shot. Pretty simple. Don't be like me, e.g. annoying, and your stuff won't get damaged. Straightforward, huh? So what you're saying, with Wes, is that you just go looking for things to annoy you. That actually is really tasty. I either need to get more or stop drinking that. All right, so I have 3 belts of green, and I need 4 belts of green. So I put a lot of work into making this happen, and it's not gonna. Put this over here and then delete it. Blueprints 3 to 4. Oh, you got lots of problems, West, dude. You don't need to explain them all to me. That's interesting that I have done this. Let's see. I'm gonna focus here. This doesn't line up right now. Yeah, can't put it there. I'm thinking I'm going to be backing this off a bit. Giving me some room to do some stuff and things. What have I got room for here? 1, 2, 3, but not 4. And I need 4. Well, blue is going to come here. Hi, kitty cat. I like it. I like your questionable choices. I don't think that's what you meant. So I still got to get red in here. Don't like how BPs make the game somewhat static and how many speedruns cover and waste resources. Well, speedruns don't care about resources, right? You just re-roll the map. And BPs make the game static, and some of us do like static. I can't remember who it was I was watching. It was Jester. I think Jester and his partner. Jester was saying that he'd like to do things on the fly dynamically. He starts at the beginning and then moves to the end. His partner, she was saying that she likes to figure out the end and then go backwards. And that's kind of where I am. I'll figure out where I'm going, get it all packaged up. And Mustache, I've said this before, maybe you didn't hear it or I'm just repeating myself. One of the reasons I'm so heavy on blueprints is because that way I don't have to think about what I'm trying to do. Because like right now, I'm spending brain power figuring this out. And it's going to tire me out. Yeah, that I agree with you, Mustache. I like to be able to piece things together, especially when I'm playing on Earth. But every decision I make There's a little bit of sugar used up. You only got so much sugar in your brain per day. And then you need a rest cycle. So I gotta bring in red and green.
Follow me, everything is alright.
Alrighty, now there is a name. I drink horse bodily fluids. Hello and welcome. That's true, Mustache, but it's also it may not be true, I don't know, but I agree with you on that. However, it's also, I'm told, like a muscle in that it uses sugar and it produces a byproduct of the use of that sugar. In muscles, it's lactic acid, and lactic acid buildup is what causes muscle soreness. And how do I want to do this? And that acid buildup in muscles needs to be cleared out by time and by fluids. And I'm told that the brain is similar, is that it needs a rest period so that it can recover. Two in, two out. Maybe I'll do this here.